Morning, folks. See, it's quite cool today. Figured I'd take this opportunity, despite it being 38 degrees, to walk around in the fog. That is quite cold, so I have equipped myself with some gloves. Pretty nice gloves, I must say. Don't mind them parking. Just my dad's way of blocking kids from trick-or-treating. Quite fascinating, ain't it? The day after Halloween is the day you get. God's little gift to us. Suppose it would have been a little bit cool last night. I did make a video, Halloween 2025 time-lapse, recording a little bit last night in time-lapse format, of course. Pretty obvious, pretty self-explanatory. But, kind of cool anniversary, because first video I ever posted on my channel was Halloween 2024 time-lapse. So I've now come full circle, and I've posted the first video at Halloween time-lapse in my last video. Of course, this one's going to take place, but quite amazing, ain't it? That is so cool. Yeah. And my voice, you see, will it be due to infection or eating a ton of processed sugar, allergies, or a lot of other things it could be, acid reflux maybe. Voice, got some problems. So today, don't hurt that much. Spiderwebs. I mean, come on. On Halloween, it's perfect. That's a cool treat. But yeah, due to many problems, my voice is raspy. And thankfully, it don't really hurt to swallow right now. But I woke up, and because it's morning, my voice is deeper. And damn, does it sound cool. It's a lot cooler in person, really. Now, I know due to bone conduction, rasp and deepness is more amplified in your head, but I do think the video takes a lot of it away. Now, if I do voice my voice a little deeper and add a little bit more rasp intentionally, I'd say this is probably what you'd hear if you were with me in person when I'm doing this voice. I mean, I could do that along if I wanted to. Sounds quite cool. Sounds like a, I don't know, white version of Morgan Freeman, something like that. I don't know any Morgan Freeman lines, so I can't do that. What did Morgan Freeman say? I don't know. Oh. But yeah, sounds quite cool. Ooh. They're installing their camera. Oh, they did something. I don't know. Huh? Normal. Yeah. I was trying to make a conversation, 80. But I'm clearly looking on video. That is a cool fog. Yeah. I love this voice so much, bro. Great combination. It really is cooler in person. It just has that Morgan Freeman quote. Now I tell people like his voice so much. Feels a lot cooler. You can feel I can feel my voice. I can normally feel when I get deep anyways, but this is something else. It's doing that thing. Sound quite cool. I love it. Oh, Lord, he buying a new F-150. Why in the heavenly Jesus' name would he do that? That is so cool. You got no idea. Neck's getting a little cold. I have to wait quite a while to go out to the coffee shop today, won't I? What am I? 70-gram sugar frappuccino. Every time I swallow, I'm scared I'm gonna mess it up. But see what happens is the vocal folds, they get inflamed. And when that happens, they don't vibrate right. So, yeah, what am I doing? Yeah, come on. Sorry to use the gloves. Brother, there we go. All right. Candle litter, kids. Actually surprised, right? More candle litter. But yeah, this was pretty much out. We don't really decorate every year. There's less and less decorations, very consistently, every single year, every Halloween, and every Christmas, every advantage less decorations, and I can guarantee you, there ain't gonna be no Thanksgiving decorations. Never. I ain't knowing now, Sonny. There's always Christmas. There's one time I saw a turkey decoration. Get at the, how do I do the thing where I take a, you can't do it with gloves, hold on, because you're supposed to have a little thumb there. That looks cool. Alright, so my thumb don't freeze off now. What's that over there? Might have to take care of that. Ooh, that'll be a good picture. I could just tell. Alright. Let's see what this thing is. Oh, it's just a wrapping of some sort. Bandana. Oh. Whatever that may be. Someone may have left that, so I'll turn to the side. Oh, I got it. Oh, I just love the fog. Don't feel like zombies gonna come out. Yeah, fun fact actually. Dream I just recently had. It was interesting. I don't recall the details exactly, but some sort of story. It was like a written story, and it was coming true of some sort. I was at the coffee shop, and everyone was turning into like zombies, and they were all hunting me. There's different locations too. In dreams, there's always different locations. It always changes, you know. Places are mixed in. But I was running away, climbing Wild West, fake fronts. I don't know, it was quite odd, I must say. There were some interesting aspects to it, though. Yeah, I don't really know how to describe it. It's always hard to describe dreams. They have so many intricately unreal, surreal details that you can't really describe them, can you? I'll get a picture of the pond, that's quite cool. Yeah, but dreams are fascinating. I guess I can go over some of my dreams. If I were written about it, I hate describing them because again, it's so hard to describe. But I'll try to go into some detail here. So, the favorite dream I ever had. Most people get to fly. I've never had a flying dream because, you see, I've had two types of dreams. This is my favorite, just a note. I've had dreams where I can, like recurring dreams, where I can tuck into a ball. That makes it levitate. And then if I let go, I'll fall. So I have to, to land after tucking and so much descent. And then I have dreams where if I focus really hard and I relax and I get into the zone while I'm jogging, I just kind of float along. They all feel so real. I don't know why. I'll just stay here. Sunrise. Wish I had a seat. Yeah, it was always feel so weird. I just kind of euphorically drift off, and that's what makes me somehow, float. And yeah, it's cool. Never really get to fly though. I never just get to go wee. The coolest dream I ever. Coolest dream I ever. Ooh, is it what's going on? Hold up. Coolest dream I ever. Oh yeah, there he goes. It's mostly gone. Okay. But yeah, coolest dream I ever had. See, cul-de-sac. I'll take you there at the end. You can get a reference point. I'll take you there now. I want to wait for the sun to come up, but it's taking a while, ain't it? So, cul-de-sac where I'm taking you was, instead of houses, there's about 6-story tall steampunk style buildings, 180 degrees or so. And they were collapsing. They were on fire, burning down, blowing up. There's enemies inside. I don't recall what kind, like zombie or mechanical. Some sort of enemies doing it. There are people inside. The entire front face too. That was exposed. So it wasn't a couple of buildings I could jump through, just get up through the walls. Coolest part is, I had a grappling hook, Titanfall 2 style. I could zip around, go in, grab people, take them down to the ground while buildings were on fire. That was so cool, brother, I tell you. I love that dream. Well, I'd give to have cool dreams like that again. I'd say probably my most recurring dream. I've had it about 5 or 6 times, maybe more or less, I'm not sure exactly. Around the post. But, one dream I had. So basically, there's this house. Actually, I can tell you exactly which house because we're going towards it. It's the one with next to my neighborhood. Most things are next to my neighborhood. It's always a mix of my house and some other place, like a gym or store or something like that. So, the house next to mine, it's kind of different. So I call it white picket thing because there actually was white picket there. The front was again cut off, so it was more open, and it was, I don't know, sort of 1950 style house. I don't try to think of like a literal 1950 style with all the details. It's kind of that theme, It's not this. It has more, janky rooms, and it was really sunny, bright. It's always sunny and bright in that dream. I don't know why, but that's quite cool, ain't it? So yeah, there's this witch, you see, and she's chasing me. Later on in the series, there's a female. I think I know exactly who, maybe. It's someone like Juliet, someone who's my classmate in school, elementary school, who joined me in the run. And you see, on the right side, there's this big exposed room. And it's got about 7 or 8 treadmills. Not really treadmills. They're kind of like conveyor belts, because they're like 15-foot long treadmills without the thing to make controls. And they're all right next to each other, leading into one place. Each one has their own comically large pot of boiling acid. Because she's a witch, of course. And she wanted to put us on the treadmills. It has roll window and die. So we were going away. I recall mainly one section. Pretty much one section only of running. But we had to avoid it being park floor in what you could call a Hello Neighbor style house. Again, room so janky stuff and way different objects and stuff. So it ain't. Look up Hello Neighbor house and you'll see what I mean. Basically that. So it was that, running away. And at one point the witch caught me. After a while. And I got thrown in and I died. But what I learned that day, it don't kill you. Don't burn you acidly. All it does is respawn you. And I was like, oh, by golly, you don't die. And that surprised me because, this in a way is a construct made by my mind. It's like a fictional series. Not just something I'm making up, but, it happens over and over. It's happened about 5 times. So at this point, it's practically something that exists out of my control. So I was quite surprised to find out that lore about it. You don't actually die. You just respawn. I was like, oh, dang. Well, no wonder it's so bright. It's not just a game. Although the witch is quite cackling evil, I must say. So yeah, that's quite a cool dream. Another recurring dream I've had. Let's see. What kind of recurring dreams have I had? Oh my God, I've forgotten them. I don't know. Any cool dreams? Not really. Okay, I'll try to describe my complex dream. I pretty simple. I need a break. Simpleness. All right. 2 orange-based dreams in kindergarten. So, first one. So this is kind of how it does it. It's I guess it's a lot wider because like the pots of acid are there, the treadmills are there, and the open room are doing parkour's there. But simple dreams, 2 kindergarten involving art. So 1, sitting in a room, a classroom with all the chairs to the side. It's basically just completely empty except for one table with a couple chairs where me and my mom are sitting, drinking orange juice and talking about life. Well, one of the walls is a massive window. Actually, 2 walls are a massive window. Just like a super expensive house. And we were going to watch a beautiful sunset while drinking our orange juice. And every time it gets empty, the principal came in and off to refill it. Another one, though, was a nightmare. Normal classroom, same room, I think. But the teachers were throwing oranges at us. I don't know why. It's like every time we got a question or something wrong or something, they would throw an orange at us. So yeah, that was an odd nightmare. Tried to get up and couldn't get up. Now the complex dream. Oh, brother. So this one starts driving down a gravelly road. So, the road's about 15 feet wide. Left side's a hill, 45-degree hill. It drops off. Foggy nighttime. Right side hill goes up. I don't really focus on left, right side. Well, it's the side of a hill, or a mountain, maybe you could say. I'm not sure exactly. And go to my friend's house. He lived there. He was, for some reason, in this multi-million-dollar mansion kind of a house. And lived in there. So we were driving over. It was sort of a double lifestyle thing. It seemed suspicious, and there was like a garden entrance, so it was definitely interesting. Can't crush it all. Darn. Oh, we'll carry all the litter. That ain't good. But yeah. So there was gravel road, and there's like this little on the left side thing, kind of a watchtower kind of thing. This was a station. 10 by 10 by 10 foot box. Yeah, here we'll go. God, I'm wearing gloves. And I don't recall someone being in there, but something happened there. And then we kept driving. Dad was driving me to his house. It was like dark, but it was light, Night time, but you could still see things. Twilight, I suppose. Yeah, twilight. And is that what I think that is? Is that what I think that is? No, it ain't. I was gonna say that's snow, because it did get cold last night. Real cold. It's 38 right now, so I can't imagine it's too much warmer at night. But what else would that be? I don't know. Sort of candy, crack, cocaine people are pouring out. I'm not sure. But yeah, oh yeah, right. So it's a multi-million-dollar mansion. Kind of smaller one, but still the same size. Quartz and marble and glass walls. Greatest outside, and the parents were always really quiet, didn't hang around, didn't say much to me, so they were suspicious. Definitely doing some sort of operation of some sort. And Jed was sort of the same, like he was sort of himself, but there was clearly something going on, and it wasn't actively averting anything I was saying, but he was kind of in a suggestive way doing it. So, and then slept over or something like that. I don't know. That's pretty much all there was in the dream. Left and came back at some point. It wasn't too complicated, but it was interesting. I can tell you that much. It's really complicated to describe. I'll tell you the complicated one. Partially complicated because I don't fully remember the lore of it. So basically, school, playground, field with like a pretty big field around the playground. At the end of the field, which doesn't exist, there's a road here in real life. But in the dream, it was a cliffside, like a little cliffside, About 20 feet up, there was a entrance to a cave. And inside the cave was some sort of club or something. I don't know what it was exactly. And inside of that was a replicated, these are honestly amazing. It was a replicated version of the playground. So there's 2 playgrounds. And I don't know why that was there. And stuff happened inside. I don't know what kind of stuff, but it was curious. I'll tell you that much. So that's the cul-de-sac. That's where all the steampunk buildings were stacking up, stuff like that. I'm gonna go back and see if the sun has gotten any cooler. I'm also gonna stop inside for a minute, throw this away, get my hands a bit warm, and we'll go back out for the sun. The sun looks pretty cool through here. Didn't know you could see the sun through there. Oh yeah, that's nice. Anti-living, pal. By golly, is it cold though. Oof. Kids, gotta love them. Or teenagers. Juvenile delinquents, nonetheless. I do say so myself. Girls just found out, of course. Eating one that slips out of her hands. Atoms under so light. That ain't safe to drive with. Hope they didn't do that. Alright, my hand's getting way too cold now. Definitely gotta stop for a break inside. Goodness me. Alright. To the point where it's just so cold I can't think of anything else. My brain's numb, and all I thought on my mind is how cold it is. Whew. That's a real spider web. Oh, perfect. Yeah. So dreams. First dream I ever recall, I believe, due to that of the orange one. I was in sort of flat Stanley, about 100 feet long. Back was flat. I was wearing a black and orange or black and red striped shirt, I think, all the way down. And my pants were normal size. I was wearing like shorts. Feet curled up at the end. Same thing with my head, went up kind of flat. I was basically like the shape of a row of staples, except instead of going up on the side, it goes up the front and back. And I was carrying like Eddie Eagle on my back. I was flying in a room full of razor blades, big ones. And this was on a razor scooter I got, I think of that day maybe. A bunch of different shapes and sizes and rotations and speeds. Some of them up to like, it is between like 4 to 10 feet large, spinning all over the place, not moving though, just spinning in place, hovering. And right wall was about 20 feet away, ceiling was about 20 feet away, front wall was about 20 feet away, floor was about 20 feet away. In fact, okay, everything but the left wall was about 20 feet away. The left side just kind of went on forever with a fog. It was, I think, a red room too. And I was flying, carrying people out. I had this little hole in the front wall. I think we flew out into sort of a Minecraft flatland style thing to save them from the razor blade. I don't know. I tried. Alright. I was down for a moment real quick. You'll hear my dad talking probably, but I'll pause the video as soon as possible. Just taking a break for the cold.